Still to come on the travel show. This week on the show.
Oh my God.
And up to our knees in an Estonian bog.
There's a lot, yeah, there's a lot.
Still to come on the travel show. Are they sweet? Oh.
And the sweet, sweet taste of Estonia's bogs.
They're very sour. So don't go away.
I've left the capital Tallinn now, and I'm making for Estonia's countryside.
This looks almost like savannah, it just goes on forever.
And for a landscape whose reputation has done something of an about-face in recent years.
Around 7% of Estonia is made up of this bogland. And it's fair to say, in the past, not everyone was a huge fan. In fact, people would regard a landscape like this with horror because folklore said that this is exactly the kind of place where you might be waylaid by evil spirits.
Times have changed though, and it's now becoming apparent just how useful these bogs are. The world's peatlands store twice as much carbon as forest, according to the UN, and that makes them enormously valuable in the fight against climate change.
It's odd to see a digger at work in a forest and to know that it's doing good. Marcus, hello, I'm Christa, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
As a result, Estonia is making efforts to restore and re-bog some of the land that was drained decades ago.
What is this big, I mean, it looks like mud, but is this peat?
Yeah, that is peat. Actually, it's if you look, it's almost decayed, but not totally decomposed
still see
plant
the fibers.
material. And here it was maybe depth of peat layer is 2 meters, which means that approximately the lowest layers are 2,000 years old. We're trying to restore the forest habitats because in 1960s, back then, this type of landscape was considered as total wasteland.
Why is it important to restore these peatlands?
It is important for carbon emissions. We want to stop carbon emissions here. We want that this peatland would store carbon, not emitting it.
But people here are also finding out what a stunning playground this environment is.
Glad to meet you.
Good to meet you too. I've got my gumboots ready.
Very good.
Ready to hit the bogs?
Let's go.
Ivar is a guide who lives, works and plays here in Soomaa National Park. He floats through the bogs in his canoe, skates and sledges on them in the winter, and stomps through them in these.
Any tips?
It's not that difficult actually. You just walk, and one important thing when you want to turn back, you always come with a U-turn. You don't step like this because of this, but U-turn it works well.
Okay, these are one-way bog shoes.
Yes, only forward.
Okay.
Bog shoes are a bit like snowshoes, and our crew soon discovers the importance of wearing them.
Don't fall over, George.
Yeah, like tripod is okay too. There's a lot, yeah, there's a lot.
Jordan has just emptied about a litre of water out of his boot, and that is why you wear bog shoes. So yeah, what's all this made up of? Because it feels like we're walking on a big sponge.
Yeah, it's mostly made of the moss, more specifically sphagnum moss. So this is the plant here.
Ah, okay.
And if you take some of it, yeah, like, so you can
Oh, it's
see.
really like a sponge, isn't it?
So it is
So it's like a...
growing up, so it is rottening down there, or becoming peat. But in the top it is growing. It's green, yeah, like a...
Yes. Well, as you can see, it's living. It's sort of a...
Yeah, and it is full of water, so doesn't look like water, but if you squeeze it, you see.
Oh, wow, look at that.
It may look like a barren landscape, but there's plenty here to forage.
It looks like someone's just spilled some berries on the ground.
Do you want to taste?
I do. I've had cranberry juice before, but I've never had a cranberry.
Yeah, they are sour.
Are they sweet? Oh. They're very sour.
Not that sour.
And there's just one final chilly treat that Ivor's keen to show me.
All right. Are you sure about this?
Not
Is this a good idea?
No.
Oh God! I can already feel how cold it is.
Actually, it's quite cold. This water makes you feel like skin is soft and makes you like a little bit younger.
I mean, it'd want to because it's really cold. Oh God! Ooh. It's really cold. Oh, it's really, really cold. I can see how, after a bit of working up a sweat with bog shoeing, this would be a nice sort of shock to the system. So how far does this go down?
A few meters, so if you... There is no bottom, yeah?
So I think the verdict for the bog swimming is absolutely freezing cold when you don't come in the summer. Wow, but I mean, what a setting. Well, I definitely needed to warm up after that. But that's all we have for this week's programme. Don't forget, you can catch up on our recent adventures by going to BBC iPlayer. And there's plenty of other great travel content from around the BBC. Just follow the handles on the screen now. Until next time, stay warm and bye-bye.